we've got another Yeezy 700 release, but at least this time around it's somewhat different. What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler, and today I'm reviewing the upcoming Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 V2 in the Vanta or black colorway. I feel like a broken record at this point, but over the last 6 months we've had so many Yeezy 700 releases, both V1s and V2s, I just can't keep track of them anymore. This Vanta colorway is the first time that we've gotten a triple black colorway in either of the 700 versions, and yes, it does look nice, but is it anything special? Let's find out. Adidas and Kanye decided to put the Vanta colorway on the Yeezy 700 V2 silhouette, which is the slightly updated version of the original 700. The changes between the V1 and the V2 are relatively minor and they're mainly aesthetic. However, there is one small fit change, which I'll get to later on in the video. Starting off around the toe of the sneaker, you have this black suede paneling, and just underneath that, you actually have this little hit of 3M. The base material of the upper, which you can actually see peeking through between some of the suede paneling and some of the 3M paneling, is this black sort of nylon feeling fabric. As you continue up on the shoe, you've got more suede paneling reinforcing the lace eyelets, and weaving through those eyelets, you've got your standard black laces. Underneath the laces, you've got more of that nylon feeling woven material covering the entire top of the tongue. Like all of the other 700s, the tongue actually remains completely brandless. There's no branding on it whatsoever, which actually, in my opinion, makes it feel a little bit more premium. Moving inside the sneaker, you have a black, pretty well padded sock liner that really cushions your foot very nicely, and that's one of my favorite things about the 700 is just the overall cushioning of the upper. It feels like your foot's inside of a pillow. It's awesome. The insole of the sneaker comes in black with the Ortholite, Yeezy, and Adidas branding printed on the heel in white. Unlike the tongue on the 700 V1, which is actually only attached near the bottom, the tongue on the 700 V2 is actually sewn midway up, so you can't pull it as far forward as you probably would like. Now what that does allow for is a more snug fit, which I actually think I prefer. Speaking of fit, the Yeezy 700 V2 Vanta does seem to fit pretty much true to size, and in my opinion, I love the way it feels on foot. For me, the fit's perfect. I would suggest though, if you do have a chance to try the shoe on first before you buy it, to try it on just to make sure you're grabbing the right size for you. Continuing back on the shoe towards the midfoot, you have more black suede paneling towards the bottom of the upper. Like most of the 700 V2s, you do have some 3M paneling on the midfoot of the shoe, but unlike those sneakers, instead of the 3 stripes being 3M, they're actually just sort of a fuzzy felt feeling material. I'm not totally sure why Adidas decided to change that particular part of the sneaker up, but I'm not mad at it, and I'm kind of glad that they're making some small improvements to the shoe as they go along. Moving even farther back in the shoe towards the heel, you've got more black suede paneling and of course more 3M. Then moving down on the sneaker, you've got your standard Yeezy Boost 700 midsole that remains unchanged from the V1. This time around, the midsole comes in sort of a charcoal black that doesn't exactly match the rest of the upper, but doesn't look bad. Even though the two ovals on the heel don't look like they have any sort of contrasting color, they are still 3M, so when you take a picture of the shoe with the flash, you still see them pop out. And just like the previous 700s, you still have an almost full-length Boost midsole. The Boost really makes the underfoot comfort of the 700 pretty exceptional, and when you pair it to the pillow-like upper, this is a really comfortable sneaker. And then rounding off the bottom of the shoe, you've got this herringbone outsole in the same color as the midsole. So, is the Yeezy Boost 700 V2 Vanta worth your $300? In my opinion, no, I don't think so. I think if you already own a pair of 700s, save your money for another release. If you don't, or you really want a black pair, maybe for work or something like that, this isn't a bad way to go. If you're trying to grab a pair of the Vantas for yourself, they retail for $300 and are having a limited in-store release on May 31st, and then they're having a wider online release on June 6th. But I would love to know your thoughts on the Yeezy 700 Vanta and whether you're planning to grab a pair for yourself, so make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.